Welcome to ETFinalscore.com, your source for all the highlight stats and stories and scores from around East Texas high school football, with your host, Eric Sullivan.
What's up, everybody? We are in week number 1, second Friday of the high school football season. This is the ETFinalscore.com football show. Thank you so much for staying up with us after that Rangers baseball game. Once again, our CBS 19 cameras all over the area, all over the market, as well as the Tyler Paper Sports Reporter. Well, here is what we want to do. We want you to be a part of the show. Of course, the fastest and best way to is to follow us on Twitter or tweet at us at ETFinalscore. Get your comments on there, stats, scores. We'll read them on air for you. No problem right there. All right, let's get this show on the road. The big one tonight featured Robert E. Lee and Lufkin, longtime big school rivals, used to be in the same district many, many moons ago. But to be honest, Lufkin has just dominated this series of late. But the Red Raiders have a new star, sophomore quarterback Zach Hall. He is a runner and a passer. And there he is. Just was outstanding against Sulphur Springs. A breath of fresh air the Lee team needed. And I love this right here. Johnny Outlaw patches on the Lufkin Panthers uniforms. All right, Lee's first drive. Tavon Wesley, look at him, bounce it out to the right side. Great shift back inside. Touchdown, Robert E. Lee, 7-0. They are out to the early lead. More Zach Hall. There's that arm we've been talking about. DeAndre Allen up the sidelines. What a play. 14-0 lead. They have got the momentum. But after a Lufkin fumble on the kickoff, here comes Michael Fairley here. He is going to make a heck of a play for Lufkin, picking off Zach Hall right there. They would capitalize. Trey Cumbie, the lefty quarterback, nice little drop-off screen to Steven Sow, and forget about it. Touchdown, Lufkin. 14-3, though. Robert E. Lee with the lead. Lufkin would get a safety. It's 14-9, but the Raiders get it going. Fourth down at the end of the quarter. They get the play. Great job right there. Then the first play of the second quarter, Wesley on his horse. Way to go, Wesley. Up the middle, he will get into the end zone, 21-9, Robert E. Lee. Lufkin has the ball back here. Cumbie trying to keep it going, and look at this. Pretty pass to Kivante Cote. What a catch. That dude's a D1 football player right there. Final score, though, the Red Raiders of Lee, unbelievable, 42-36. Getting a 2-0 start. They beat Lufkin. Now can they beat John Tyler next week? We'll find out. Now for some reaction to this monster matchup between Lee and Lufkin, let's go back out to Rose Stadium, where our Jeff Schaefer was on the scene all night long. Jeff is now with us from Rose Stadium. Take it away on this big win for Robert E. Lee.
All right, thank you very much, Eric. A big win here tonight at Rose Stadium for the Robert E. Lee Red Raiders. They come up with a 42-31 over Lufkin to move to 2-0. Big win for this program. I'm joined now by Robert E. Lee head coach Daryl Piskey. Coach Piskey, an impressive start for your boys, 2-0 this year, and you got off to a quick start tonight. I mean, this new look offense is really putting up the points. Can you just talk a little bit about how important that was to get out to a quick start?
Well, getting out to quick start's always important. The first couple of series of a game, first couple of series of the second half always kind of determine the momentum, so it's important to get out early. But, what we did good is when they came back, we didn't panic. We just continued to stay focused, do what we do, read the right keys, lineman block, hang on the football, and score points.
I got to ask you about your sophomore quarterback, too, Zach Hall. Just a sophomore, but he doesn't play like a sophomore out there. I mean, how impressive is what he's done so far?
No, he's good. He's good. And that's key. Zach just staying humble and keep working. I mean, God gave him some good talents. But if he don't, stay humble and keep working, then they're not going to go very far. But he's got a chance to be pretty good, and I think he'll stay focused, keep working.
All right, thank you very much, Coach, and congratulations on the win. Now I'm going to shift over to that sophomore quarterback who we just talked about, Zach Hall. Now, Zach, has been a great start to the season for you guys. You're 2-0. You don't look like a sophomore out there. Are you nervous out there? Because it doesn't look like you are.
Not really. Well, I've been playing the game of football all my life, so it's just like an everyday game. But it's just the competition is harder and faster, so I got to play smart.
How much did this week's win mean to you guys to move to 2-0, and especially kind of the way you won? You had the lead in the first half, and Lufkin came back and took the lead. But what does it show about this team that you guys came right back and were able to seal it?
We come back from adversity. Our coach was just talking to us in the locker room about adversity. They were like, we're going to feel some adversity during this game, but it's how we fight back. That shows what kind of team we are, and we fought back.
All right, very impressive win for you tonight, Zach. Congrats on the victory and moving to 2-0.
Thank you.
All right, well, there, as you can see, the Raiders took down Lufkin tonight, moved to 2-0, so we'll see. This new look spread attack is doing pretty well for Robert E. Lee so far this year, Eric.
All right, Jeff, great job out there. And, hey, best seat in the house for that football game right there. Lee, big win, 2-0 on the year. Now, last Friday, Longview did not have the start to the season they wanted to. Bad turnovers cost them to Coppell, but tonight, a new night, and playing their oldest rival in history, the Marshall Mavericks. 103rd meeting between the Mavs and the Lobos. This was your classic game, all defense early on. It's going to be a big play. Desmond Chumley to Jamichael Hasty. Blaine Hayes of Marshall there to take him down. Antonio Washington helping out. The strong D continues when DeAndre Osborne gets it, but look at the Lobos bounce out of nowhere. He gets slammed to the ground by Chris Kobe of Longview. Osborne had to be helped off the field right there. Marshall would have the lead 7-0, but Jamichael Hasty would have a great run at the end of the first half to get it tied, and then Longview able to do what Longview does, comes back, gets the win, 26-14. They are now back even at 1-1 on the season. Don't forget Saturday night high school football. John Tyler, Lancaster, final night of the Trinity Mother Francis Football Classic, 7:30, and those JT Lions 0-1. They need a victory. Last week, Carthage survived a shootout with Jacksonville, while Lyndale ran out of gas in their shootout against Chapel Hill. Tonight, the two met in Eagle Stadium in Lyndale. How many points would be scored in this football game tonight? Blake Bogan shoots. Boy, is he good for the Carthage Bulldogs. Little play action. Well, he play action to everybody. Actually handed off to Tevin Pitkin for the touchdown run. 7-0 Carthage with the lead. On the kickoff, though, you always got to keep your eyes on Mr. DeAndre Williams of Lyndale. He just has that look in his eye that he's taking it to the house up at Lyndale. Great blocking by his Eagle teammates. Cuts it back left side, and I think he's going to outrun the kicker. That happens almost every time on every level. Way to go, DeAndre. 90-yard touchdown. We're tied at 7. Bogan shoots, though, has an arsenal in his hip pocket, and he loves to throw the football. He also likes to give it to this guy right here, Brian Botten. Look at BB right here. He got that big neck brace on right there. Gets a good run, and then Bogan shoots, doing what he does so well. Look at him check the line of scrimmage. Look at his reads. 1-2. Let it fly to Terry and Gorey. Forget about it. He takes it in, and I'll tell you what, Carthage may win another state championship. They're that good. Final score 45-17, Carthage with the win. With more on this game, let's go back to Lyndale, where an old friend of ours, Clay Allo, contributor to the etfinalscore.com website, joins us on the phone. And Clay, Lyndale had that big kick return by DeAndre. It looked like it was going to be a ball game, but your boys there at Carthage, they know how to win, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And Lyndale took the first drive of the third quarter in for a score to make it a 7-point game. But Carthage rattled off 21 unanswered points. Ended up putting about 560 yards of offense on the board. And you're talking about Goree. A week after scoring 3 touchdowns, he put up 3 more tonight. And Carthage likes to throw the ball around. They certainly succeeded at that tonight.
Clay, kind of a bitter taste in their mouth. They're used to going to Cowboy Stadium, or AT&T Stadium, and winning state championships. They're pretty hungry. I know Mr. Bogan Shoots wants to get back there.
Absolutely. After feeling like they gave away the state semifinal game last year, they're certainly hungry to make up for that and get back to AT&T Stadium and put up a 4th banner for Coach Scott Surratt. All
right, Clay Allo, glad to have you back on the ET Final Score Show. Be careful going home tonight, buddy. All right, we stay in Class 4A. Hallsville made the trip west to Van tonight. Both teams coming off losses on the opening Friday night of the season. Let's go to one of my favorite stadiums in all of East Texas, Van's Memorial Stadium. On the pooch kick right here, Johnson Deontay, we got a fumble coming up right here. You got to hold on to that football. Gets it stripped. Way to go, Van, right there. Brett Doring, Johnny on the spot to recover it. Van now on offense. Quarterback Peter Maddox under center right here, and he's going to get just taken down hard by Cameron Hudson, number 34. DeMarcus Ware-like right there. Hallsville's McKalen Wilder, quarterback for the Bobcats. Love them Bobcat fans. They go everywhere. He's going to hand it off to our pass it to Kirby Jalen. Bounces it out left side. Gets the first down. This time, though, check out this play right here. On the punt, It looked like he was one to punt it. I don't know if the coach called that or not, but Johnson Deontay says that's okay. Gets the first down run right there. How would this one turn out from Memorial Stadium? Pretty good ball game, but Hallsville gets back on the winning track, taking out Van 38-26, your final score. Shane Stark from the Tyler Paper and ET Final Score website joins us now on the phone. He was at Van's Memorial Stadium tonight. You got to see a pretty good ball game there, didn't you, Shane? Kind of take us to second half on.
Yeah, Hallsville had built up a 38-13 lead, and it looked like they were cruising, but Van pulled back within 12 points. It was a big game for Wilder, another big game for him, a big game for Cliff Snead. Both of those had about 100 yards rushing for Hallsville to get them back on the winning track after losing last week to White House. Van running back Matt Savis, I mean, what can you say about him? Even in the losing effort, even as the Vandals are 0-2 on the year, he continues to look strong. He had 240 yards and 2 touchdowns for the Vandals.
All right, and Shane, it's safe to say Van's not going to lose every game this season. They got players. They're going to get it back before district starts, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, they got a lot of new faces at a lot of key positions. But as long as they keep running the ball the way they're running, and as long as Peter Maddox, the first-year quarterback, as he continues to progress and they start getting key contributions at other positions, I think they're going to be fine once the district rolls around.
All right, Shane Stark, good stuff there. We'll be talking to you every single Friday. Be safe going home, my man.
Thanks.
All right, let's get to some 4A scores for you right now. From week number 1 of the high school football season, Nacogdoches Dragons needing to get some victory in their fan base, their community. They get it done and beating Henderson. That's not easy, 35-14. Pine Tree, with all the coaching controversy going on right now, they are leading Center 50-43. Sulphur Springs beats Sherman 34-14. Mount Pleasant, victory over Liberty Ilo, 34-20. Now, last night at the opening game of the Trinity Mother Francis Football Classic, those White House Wildcats, led by the chosen one, Patrick Mahomes, boy, did they look outstanding, especially in the first half. Got a little shaky in the second half, but Mahomes to Jake Parker, big touchdown the first play of the game. He would then find Coleman Patterson. Look at that. Who can make that throw in high school football? Patrick Mahomes Jr. can. Props to Chapel Hill. They came roaring back, but White House 2-0 on the year as we check the scores from Thursday night. 42-14 your final. Jacksonville, wow, 0-2 on the year. Palestine put it to them 56-35. Break time here on the ETFinalScore.com football show. Our Twitter page at ETFinalScore. Check it out for all your scores, stats. Even got videos posted on there by the Tyler Paper. We're going to check in on some of the small schools. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.